Hello, thanks very much for joining me today. I'm going to do a short review on Troutline's Robo Tying Block and Robo Clip. So without further ado, what you see in front of me is the Robo Block and also is the Robo Clip. Now, this might be familiar to a few people that have been tying for a while, as a company called Vossler did produce something exactly the same a few years back, but unfortunately they've stopped production of that clip. So Troutline have taken it upon themselves to bring this back to the marketplace in the form of the Robo Clip. So let's talk about the block first of all. You might have seen various versions of this, but they'll have been wooden or plastic. Some people make them at home, but this one is made of block aluminium, and as you can see there's slits cut into the aluminium block, and what you get with aluminium of course is longevity. This will quite literally last you a lifetime. So that's the block, and the clip is made from aeronautical aluminium. This part here, it's got the Troutline logo emblazoned on the back of the tool here. Now if I just turn it onto its side here, you can see there are a number of grooves cut into the side, and it's the same with the other side. Grooves, and the idea is, if I just operate the clip, you can see that these two O-rings are controlling the tension that's being produced on the clip. So if I want to tighten it, I would move my O-rings towards the centre. If I want to loosen it, I would move my O-rings to the ends. Fairly simple. And the two arms here are stainless steel. So it's a well put together piece of kit. It looks very well engineered and very nice in the hand. It's very pleasant to use. So what does it actually do? Well, basically it's a tool for CDC and deer hair. I haven't got any deer hair available, so I'm going to show you what the clip does with the CDC and the block. So simply find the adequate groove. I'm going to come up to here, pop my CDC feather in, then I can come along with my clip and pick it up. Now you can see here I've trapped in some fibres, and this is ideal if you're tying CDC collars for bugs, or if you're doing some still water nymphs and you want to have a CDC collar. It's ideal. And all you do is you would come in with your scissors, trim away the edge and insert it into a dubbing loop, or if you're splitting your thread, which I often do, it would fit in no problems. Now I know many of you are probably sitting thinking, well, you know, that's no better than one of these, which is a bulldog clip. And when I first started tying with CDC and deer hair, bulldog clips were fantastic for my money. But the trouble is, this one I've used, not used actually, is more accurate, for about 15 years. But there's no control of tension on these, and a lot of the times materials would slip through. And although they do at a pinch, you know, if you're on a budget, I would say you won't go far wrong with an old bulldog clip. So, you know, that lasted. I used them for about a couple of years, but as time went on, I moved across to the Mark Pettigen system, which is, as you can see, plastic. It's made of plastic, and the tension's controlled by this spring here, and the same for the clip at the bottom. It's spring controlled. Now I've used these for about 10 years now, and the problem I've got, and it's my own fault, the jaws are now, they're grooved, there's little clips in them, they don't quite grip material like they used to, and that's down to my bad maintenance of the product, to be perfectly honest. But that aside, it's still a plastic tool. So what you get with these, Troutline claim these are tools for a lifetime, and it's very hard to argue with that. They're a solid bit of kit. what do I think as in buying them for tools? Now, I have been fly tying for 30 years and you know, things like this now I see as just a serious investment because I'm going to have it for the rest of my life. If your fly tying consists of whittling up a couple of little flies for still water fishing, or you know, just some bugs for river fishing, you might not want to go to the expense of buying tools like this. It goes back to the old adage, the analogy that I've used before. You can go to work in a Mini or you can go to work in a Rolls Royce. It's up to you. These tools aren't cheap. The clip itself is around €35 and the block is around €18. So you know, they're not cheap products, and if I was giving advice to new people to fly tying, I would say that money is much better spent on your vise, scissors, bobbin holders. These are what I would call luxury items. But if you've been like me, fly tying for 30 years, you know you're going to do it until you drop. These are an investment that's going to last a lifetime. So as anything with fly fishing or any kind of fishing, you pays your money, you takes your choice. I'm very pleased to be owning a set of these, and I look forward to using them in future tying videos. So thanks very much for watching. If you like what I'm doing with the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. If you want to make them up, that's how to do it.